welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be wrapping up the express entry entry mode, and we had spoken about this in the last video. Please go, guys, if you haven't seen it, go back and watch it. It's on the channel. We had mentioned work experience, the language ability, and the education assessment in the previous video. Today we'll be talking about the age, the adaptability, and the job offer for those that come in here to work and they already have a good job offer. So for the age, if you are married and you're a couple, I would advise that whoever has the highest point in terms of you having the highest degree, whether master's, whether PhD, or whether BSc, depends, and you having a very good IELTS score after you must have written it. And yeah, I would say, and the person has and the person's job not code is amongst the A, O, or B, then I would say that person should apply, should be the principal applicant, while the other spouse supports by also assessing their own education assessment as well, and also writing the IELTS just to support, because if a spouse supports the principal applicant, you stand a chance of having additional points. Okay, and like I said, every point counts in this express entry mode. So that aside, so it's very important, guys, couples sit together and see who has the highest of all these criteria that I've listed. Then you decide, because the more you grow, the lesser your points. So as you do your birthday, it's a happy thing, you know we are growing, we should be happy. However, under the express entry, your point decreases by 5 points every year as you grow. So okay, that's said. Then for the adaptability, well, some of the points you may gain, maybe if one of you, either husband and wife, has schooled here before, you have a work permit, you're working here, adaptability simply means, okay, how would they be able to cope in Canada, given the fact that it's a new country. But I mean, if you have been here before, it shows that you're not new to the environment, you know what to do and stuff like that. So yeah, so that's one of it. Then another thing is, if you have siblings here, maybe your father, your mother, your sisters, your stepsisters, stepbrother, grandfather, grandmother, whatnot, so you can actually use them as your adaptability. That means that you have someone to lean on, not really lean on per se, but at least you have someone to look up to that can guide you when you come into the country. So if you have those ones, then it's also going to give you additional 15 points, which is very awesome. So yeah, so those are the other criteria. And then for those that have job offer, that is fantastic, trust me, because if you have a job offer, that is in fact, you're already in. Let me just put it that way. I'm just joking. So yeah, so if you have a job offer, you also have you also have additional points to that, but you have to back it up with your employer information, the job offer and contracts and everything like that, to support your claim for the job offer. So that's that being said, we have to also understand that the express entry is a point grade system. So it's 100 points. So amongst the 100 points, out of the selection criteria which we have mentioned in the previous video and this video, you will have to score 67 points for you to be able to eligible to apply and to coming through the express entry mode. So first and foremost, if you're scoring 67 points, then you will be able to create you'll be able to come into the pool, and then once the round of selection is made, then you'll be selected, and then you'll be sent an ITA, that's invitation to apply. Once you apply, in my own situation, once I submitted, and the next round of selection, I was selected, and I submitted all my documentation, everything I had said, during my eligibility and everything I put in, prior to the selection, or prior to my selection. You can't change it anymore, so you have to put in all those documentations, like your hiatus and everything that I mentioned before, reports. So those reports, and then your reference letter. Please be very, very like I said, your reference letter is key, so make sure you do it very well. So because many people actually get rejected, so make sure you do it very well. It's very important. I keep saying this. So you submit all those documentation, and you express entry actually takes between 0 to 6 months, but give or take, sometimes give some human error, and sometimes like that it may extend beyond 6 months. But in my own case, it took approximately 4 months for me. So I submitted the application, and in 4 months I was approved. So when I was approved, after I was approved, I got the PPR mail, which is the passport collection. So I went in, and I got my um, passports, and it was the immigrant visa was actually on it. And yes, so this I came in, and I landed. When I landed, so you would basically take some documentation when you're landing as well. Like in my case, I was in Canada, so where you work, your letter from employer, your proof of fund is very important, guys. Don't joke with it. You show your proof of fund, because I had to print out your bank statement stamped and everything. So I had to show my proof of fund even while here, even though I was working though. So yeah, so I showed them everything, and it was stamped. They asked me my questions again, just to be sure that everything I wrote while I was filling the form and declaring those applications was indeed true. So yeah, I was stamped in, and I was welcome to Canada. So yes, this is the same thing whether you are applying outside or inside. You have to land either way, and you have to show your proof of fund, and everything like that. So this was what I did, and I landed, and within 3 weeks or so, I got my PR card in my mailbox. So it's very simple. It's not that hard. If you qualify for express entry, I would say go for it. It's quite easy. It's way less complex than others, and financially affordable, if I can say that. And it's also very good for professionals. So yeah, that's why it's called the skilled worker, right? So that was it for me. However, it's not everybody that can be qualified. So if you're not qualified, still stay in the pool. You may now use a provincial nominee. We'll talk about that some video later. And well, that's it for me, and that was my journey so far using the express entry. And my next video will be on student visa, admission, and everything relating to you coming in as a student, and then using that medium to come in and to gain your to gain entry into Canada, and then eventually getting your permanent residence. So yes, that will be my next video. So stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Comment, like. If I have not addressed any situation, please comment below. I will be able to address it. Maybe on the next video I respond to you in the comment section. And yes, turn on your notification button as well, so you can know when the next video is dropping. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye.